Look at the amount of people that would get absolutely wrecked if Bitcoin got to just, and I'm trying to flip this 1 ETH into 2 ETH by Bitcoin dominance. Getting ready to, my favorite meme coin, not SHIB, not Doge, not Pepe. This is one of the most under the radar tokens anywhere. This means the alts will, this next one, I'm so bullish on. Our next move on Cardano will take us, good morning. The crypto fear and greed is at 11. Everything is cooked. Bitcoin's going to 0. Quantum computers taking over. This is one of those times where you could take your life savings, your mortgage, your firstborn child, and bet it on crypto going down. It is a sure thing, a foregone conclusion. Or is it? Guys, if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button and the bell so you receive notifications. Nobody's watching now, but after I string a few more wins together, which I plan to do, everyone will come.
I'm gonna come.
Thanks for being one of the early ones. Let's get right into the charts. Once the crypto fear and greed gets sub 20, it's usually a great entry. Every time I look back at any trading mishaps I've had, it's wishing I would have just bought when the fear and greed is below 20 and just sold when the fear and greed was above 80. Point number 2, Bitcoin liquidation heat map. Look at the amount of people that would get absolutely wrecked if Bitcoin got to just 72.6. It's at 66.273 right now. There are a lot more shorts up here, 92. I'm only looking for maybe $85,000 range, but we'll play it by ear as we get up there. Third, Bitcoin dominance. It appears to be making a lower high, putting in a bear flag, and getting ready to break down. This doesn't mean Bitcoin can't go up. This means the alts will rise relative to Bitcoin. Now let's look at our Ethereum chart. I told you, end of January, beginning of February, I was buying ETH at the 786 on the monthly. As you can see, I did outline in that video linked in the corner. Every time we've made it to the 786 in this cycle, 15 to 20% wick below. On this cycle, we had a wick down 10 to 15% past that monthly 786 level. Here we are again. And right now, if you take our current position, or the bottom, from the 786, 18.89, and where we are now, 10.58% below the 786 on the monthly. I am still feeling good about my Ethereum position. Next, Cardano. If you look at the entire history of the Cardano chart, let's take a look at the bottoms here. And let's limit it to 3 or 4 bars. 1, there's 3 bars, 23%. Exhibit B, 4 bars, 18%. Exhibit C, 3 bars, 18%. 3 bars, 14%. Oh, 3 bars, 28.99%. 3 bars, 30%. Now what happens after all these? We'll go to the low. Sure, it goes down for a while longer. Eventually, retraces to the 618. Go all the way to the low, retraces to the 786. Take it all the way to the low. It retraces to, you get the idea. Next 3 bar surge, but you're coming from a time of relative strength here. So the more beaten down it is, the more aggressively it will turn around. That's what history is showing us right now. So next one. Now that we've had a nice 93% pop here, we get a 3 bar surge to the bottom here. Still tag that 618 from the top. Let's examine the difference in price again. You got 93 up, and you still tag the 618 on the retrace, all the way down, a 50% drop. You get your 3 bar surge here, and I'll pull it exactly to the bottom. And wouldn't you know, the next recovery, it tags the 786, and then it begins an upward trend from there. Bam! You get a fat 23% candle to the upside. And now let's go to present day. I like this long wick here, so I'm going to use a green candle. We go here, 28%, right? Pretty much on par with everything else we were seeing over here. Where's the retrace? Hit your 786. Now, what do we notice here? Again, remember this? So this vicious liquidation got almost no bounce at all. So right now, for this big red candle, I'm looking at December 16th, 2022. All right, we look at this, and let's take the fib tool from here to here. All right, what do you get? This one, you barely made it back to the 236. So in this one, you get your liquidation almost down to the 236. This one, you get your liquidation almost down to the 382. This is followed by a much larger candle to pierce the 236. You get to the 236, you hit the bottom much faster than we did last time. Guys, this cycle is happening fast. It is going down very quickly. Took a while to make it to the bottom, and then you were up from there. This, it got to the bottom quickly, and instead of bouncing back up quickly, we're making higher lows, higher high, higher low, uptrend. My educated guess is that our next move on Cardano will take us, you could be looking at 45, 83, or even doubling up your stack, which would be my guess. We could see some very nice price action on Cardano. And you know what, actually? When we're beaten down like this on Cardano, it will normally come back up to a downsloping trend line. So we were looking at 80 cents before when everybody got excited about Cardano. But now the apathy is so high. The morale in this market is so low. All it would take for people to start throwing their feces at the wall again is probably 50 cent Cardano. And that would put you right here. This next one, I'm so bullish on that I will do a video about just it at some point, and everything within its ecosystem. TAO Bittensor. I bought this at 168. It appears to be coming back near that area, and so guys, you can see that TAO is nice and beaten down. Appears to be breaking out and retracing. As you guys know, I have a short out, and I will link this video in that short. And then I'll link the short up there. I bought TAO at 168. This is part of the bigger project I have. Next, one of the things I do want to talk about is Bittensor's robust ecosystem. And within that ecosystem is a DEX. If you go to TaoBot, you will see its interface. If you go to TaoBot WETH, that's wrapped Ethereum, on Uniswap, you will see the chart for this. Much like Cardano, this thing likes to return to this diagonal every once in a while. Let's draw a couple and see which one has the most hits. This one seems to be the one that it comes up and tags quite a bit. And when it's feeling real froggy, it comes all the way up and tags that one. Now, I'm not expecting this one for a while, or this one. But if we look into this one right here and connect that high, and when I say that high, I'm looking at this one right here, May 11th, of 25, and we appear to be reversing and consolidating. So in the past, you were in a downtrend for a while, double bottomed, then you went up, you got a little dip, and then you were off to the races. Now, you're in a downtrend for a while, we haven't double bottomed, but this higher low gives me something to work with. This is one of the most under the radar tokens anywhere. If it were to return to the underside of this downward sloping trend line, you get a 255% pump. Last one on the list, and I do have a referral link for this one. I use Kraken to trade it. My favorite meme coin, not SHIB, not Doge, not Pepe, is SNEK. And right now, SNEK is making some nice little higher highs. So yeah, you could get another 8.35 to the downside here, but the upside on this is Just noticed something else on the SNEK chart. Looks like we would be breaking a couple of what appear to be historically significant trends over here. You take it from the top, and where these have butted up against the underside, and where this one has served as both resistance and support. You go all the way down here, where we're making our little wedge, and you'll notice broken above, bull flagging, and if I go to the bottom of this candle right here, you go all the way out, it hits all these, doink. So that's not nothing. This one's a little less so. You can get rid of that, but this one, tag, like a triple tag, here, broke down, retraced, broke down again, boink, failed. That's what you want to see, hit it here. So breaking above that, I like upside to, I mean, at least here, which would be, yeah, there you go. So I'm going to put an order in right now on Kraken. Link is in the description if you'd like to join me on Kraken. And we're going to turn it all the way up and get 393,134.61538 SNEK. And lock it in. Remember that other video I told you about where I charted all the 786 Fibonacci monthly retraces on the Ethereum chart? It's linked right up there. See ya.